Do you know how much money you spend on subscriptions and other recurring charges? A lot of people I know actively avoid even thinking about that question. And if you're like most people, your actual guess may be off by hundreds of dollars a month. In this video, let's look at what most people believe about their monthly spending, how to narrow the gap between what you think you spend and what you actually spend, and how you can keep on top of your monthly expenditures to save money and reduce your financial stress. I spent years in that same fog of financial uncertainty and struggled with debt and stress until I took steps to deal with it. Now I'm debt-free, and I built an app called Steward to help people understand their monthly spending in a way that is private and secure and that isn't another monthly subscription cost. Two separate studies, one by West Monroe and another from CNR Research, both found the same thing. People underestimate their subscription spending by well over $100 a month, and more than 40% are paying for something they've completely forgotten about. And that was a few years back. By 2025, Deloitte found the average subscriber was paying for 4 subscription services at around $69 a month, just for video, before you even start to add in music, software, fitness, or AI services. Research is proving what I think we all feel. Frictionless autopay methods make it effortless to acquire more and more subscriptions. And these services are now found across so many different categories that pretty much no one knows how much money they're actually spending anymore. It's easy to remember a handful of your top items, like your internet provider, your cell phone, or Netflix, things you might use daily. But what about that meal planning app, or a fitness coaching app, or that AI tool? How about annual software subscriptions like Microsoft Office or Google One? What about that creator you support on Patreon or Substack? It quickly becomes too much to keep track of in your head, and that's exactly the situation that makes you susceptible to bad purchasing decisions that lead to overspending and blown budgets. So the solution seems pretty simple, right? You just go to your bank statements and write down all of your recurring costs. You can do a quick audit in about 20 minutes. You pull your past 2 or 3 bank statements, write down the recurring charges, and then keep it up to date month to month. Okay, I've got my demonstration trust statement. It's one of a few accounts I use to pay for things online. I see there's a charge for Netflix and Disney. Great, that's streaming. And there's a charge here for Google. What's that? Oh, right, I pay for YouTube Premium. That's another streaming service I forgot about. I don't think I've used this meal planning app for a couple of years now. And then there's this one, something from Payment Buddy that's linked to my credit card. Now I have to go to Payment Buddy to chase down what that charge was. All right, I set up a recurring payment to support the podcast that I listened to back in 2019. I wonder how those guys are doing. I should listen to them again. I think you get the picture. Subscription spending is consistently underestimated, not because people are dumb or disinterested, but because the entire subscription ecosystem is designed to veil your actual financial exposure. Fragmented billing breaks up your spending over time, so instead of seeing the sum of all of your charges in one number, those charges are scattered throughout the month. Annual charges only come up once and are usually forgotten by the time they come for renewal. Free trials allow you to fully utilize services until they become part of your routine. After that, you'll probably have forgotten the charges have started to accrue. So there, my totals are in, $399.53 Canadian, or roughly $280 American. The studies put the average person spend between roughly $220 and $270 per month, so I'm right around the ballpark. But that doesn't even include my cell phone or internet. So even relatively average subscription charges total around $4,800 per year, or nearly $3,400 American. That's a significant chunk of change, and can be the difference between breaking even and contributing to long-term savings. So the one-time audit is an indispensable tool in helping you understand your finances. If you can't see how much money you're spending, and on what, then it becomes really hard to control your spending. There are online services that connect directly to your bank account that can automate your subscription management all the way to the point of canceling subscriptions for you. They read your statements, see where the money is going, and can automatically create lists of recurring expenses for you. Now, there's real convenience in having a third party do the drudgery of itemizing your expenses and then keeping an eye on it over time. It's a relatively low risk, reasonable gain decision. And if the story ended there, it would be game-changing. However, some third parties involved in that convenience require a lot of access to complete and private financial information. data aggregators who set up connections to thousands of banks like yours so that financial app developers don't have to, are often allowed to repackage your data in de-identified or aggregated form, which generally means it can be analyzed and monetized as long as your name is removed. But what if you pay for different services with a bunch of different bank accounts like I do? You could end up authorizing a third-party company you've never heard of and never knew existed to review your entire financial profile, just to save you a few minutes itemizing your expenses. And then there's the obvious irony of being expected to pay a monthly subscription fee to help you manage your monthly subscription fees. I built an iOS app called Steward that helps you manage your financial commitments easily and securely. You add all of your accounts in yourself, and you can do the whole review at once, or you can do it month over month, as each charge appears on your statements. And one of Steward's best features is reflection. It periodically asks you to check in and rate each of your services, like that podcast from a few years back. Reflecting on the value of each service really helps when it comes time to make the decision to renew or cancel that subscription. If you find services that you don't use or just don't value anymore, you can confidently cancel them and save your money. So I hope that this video has helped you feel more comfortable with your own awareness of your monthly expenses. There are so many different ways that authentic companies legitimately offer to make it easy for you to spend your money that everyone can be forgiven for losing track. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll give it a like and that you'll try Steward today to help navigate your way through subscription clutter. Own your tools, mind your data, be persistent.